Hey guys, this is Rod Turman. I wanted to briefly go over the FAQs for Spin City Alliance, as well as tell you a little bit about My Home Alliance. I am the founder of My Home Alliance and Spin City Alliance, and I wanted to just briefly touch on a few things. Hopefully by the end of this brief webinar, you'll know a little bit more about the processes, exactly what Spin City Alliance is, what you will get if you join Spin City Alliance, and kind of what to expect as well. So with that, let me jump in to the frequently asked questions here. First off, is Spin City Alliance, is SCA a traditional networking group? The answer is no, it's not. It's very, very different than a networking group. There are a couple of similarities, obviously the group coming together being the most obvious. But I was in, and a lot of our associates have been in part of these networking groups traditionally. In the past, we know what the intent is on joining the group. We know the intent of having the group and what the group is supposed to be able to deliver. The reality is that only for a few categories does it wind up delivering, and there's so much more opportunity there. We sat down and we looked at the main reason why small businesses join these groups is to get more customers. And it seems like all the focus is put on everything except for delivering more customers to the small business. So we decided to go away from that, strip out all the bad, pump in all the good, and so this is what you get. This is the difference. Number one, you'll have a group of anywhere between 17 to closer to 40 members. The average is probably 25 to 30. We are a marketing company first and foremost. So we're going to give you different marketing advice. It's going to help you pump more customers through your doors anyways. But the first thing that you'll receive ads that are created for you for social media marketing, and that's going to be done every single week on your behalf. You'll also receive a microsite page over at My Home Alliance, which is where your customers will find you. Look at the site right here. This is what you can see. Customers go to myhomealliance.com, and they can scroll down and see the different business categories. They can click Find Local Savings. Just choose the first one, Alabama, the first city, Birmingham. Once they hit search, it'll bring up local offers. If you're in this alliance, then this would be you. If you're the realtor, the mortgage lender, credit repair, home insurance, pool installation, pest control, fence and patio, home inspector, roofing, home security. I'm not going to go through every single one, but you can see that there's quite a few here. Once they click on your offer, which is right there in red, gives them a chance to input their phone number, email address, as well as their personal information. That comes to you as a lead instantly. So you'll also get the social media marketing along with that through multiple different platforms. Facebook, could be Twitter, YouTube, and every alliance is a little different depending on which social media platform that alliance chooses. Facebook is pretty much the predominant one. You'll also receive personal referrals. That is very, very similar to the other networking companies. They focus 100% on referrals. And so anytime by default you put 25 to 30 professionals together that are all looking for business, referrals are going to be passed back and forth. So that is, like I said, by default, that's going to happen. You're going to get personal introductions of people that want to do business with you. What we focus on is the marketing. We're more proactive. We are going to put flyers in the homes of different homeowners. So you're going to get 10,000 flyers every single month. You're going to receive social media marketing done for you every single week, and also email marketing done for you every week, opposed to just showing up, paying $50 a month to be part of a networking group, and then another $10, $15 to eat. It's going to wind up running you about $100 a month just to go and meet every single week and have 90-minute presentation where most people stand up and give their 30-second spiel, and then they expect that if you know a little bit more about their business, you're going to be aggressive in your approach to going out and recruiting on their behalf. That's not the case. I mean, we're busy. We're trying to build our own business. We're not going to build your business for you. So what we've done is we've set up Spin City Alliance in a specific way, to where that by building your business, by focusing on what you care about most, you will help build your allies' business as well, and vice versa. By your alliance members, by them focusing on building their business, they will build your business. It's very, very cool, and hopefully you'll have a better understanding as we go through this. What is Spin City Alliance? We are a unique marketing system that allows any service business that serves homeowners, the same prospect, or anyone who wants to be a homeowner. We allow the marketing system to share the same prospect pool. Nobody competes. Only one service business per category, per alliance. So you're exclusive. If you are a painter, you get all the painting referrals. And when it comes to online marketing, you're the only marketing ad for painters that goes out. It's a very, very, very good position to be in. A personal introduction is great, obviously, but a couple of referrals here and there is not going to dramatically change your business. It's just not, and that's why when you drive 20 or 30 minutes to eat lunch, meet your networking group, and then from there you sit for the 90-second presentation. The 90-minute presentation, and then another 30 minutes back. I mean, it's 2.5, 3 hours of your day gone, and you ask yourself, what did I get out of that? And only for a couple of categories does it bring a good ROI. And so that's not the case with Spin City Alliance. Every single business is going to get thousands of prospects, and it's going to have their information in front of them constantly. What kind of leverage are we talking? Let's get into the numbers. Show me the numbers. This is the exciting part. Social media leverage, 30 members on average in your alliance. Let's say each member averages about 500 friends on Facebook. Well, that's 15,000 people that are going to see your ad every single week. We create the ads. We post all the ads, usually about 4 times a week, sometimes more, and all you have to do is share. You know how to use social media. You post your kids, or you share your kids' photos. You share the videos you like. You share family photos. You know how to share. That's all you've got to do. We do the creation and posting, and you handle the share part. That's how you get in front of 15,000 prospects every single week. Essentially, what that is it's getting your business and your business message in front of your alliance members' networks. That's the power of the leverage. Leverage means do more with less. Look, we're small business. I owned a small business for 8 years. I know what it's like to need more customers every single week, yet you don't have the extra money to pump in there to make that happen. And so we had to create a low-cost alternative to be able to provide a good leverage point for small businesses. That's a very, very good way to do it. Email marketing and the leverage there. Every business that does, every customer that does business with anyone in your new alliance now will receive a thank you email with laid out specials, deals, offers, and savings of your preferred alliance service professionals. So these are people in your alliance that you trust as good business professionals, and you would refer them anyways, but why not give the people that do business with you a little discount? And that's what they're going to receive. And so just simple math here, just to kind of show you guys the vision. If there are, again, 30 members in your alliance, and every business only brings in, every alliance member only brings in 50 new customers each year, well, that's 1,500 new local prospects that are going to see your ad every month. All right? So the real estate agent may only bring 15 new customers, right? They may only sell 10 or 15 houses a year. But someone who's in landscaping or pest control or a house cleaning service, that's lots and lots. Plumbing, electricity. I mean, they sometimes bring in 50, do 50 different house visits every single month. So 50 is very, very conservative, but you can see how it adds up. And these are customers that have done business with someone in your alliance now seeing your ad. It's very different than some of these spamming companies that will just get an email address and shoot it to them. That doesn't do anything for anyone, except for annoy the homeowner probably. Cost sharing and leverage there, 30 alliance members in your group, same average. We look at the advertising budget that every single business has to spend to bring in new customers. That includes business cards and flyers and the artwork and the stamps to mail them. That includes internet display advertising. If you decide to do a keyword pay-per-click campaign, well, SEM, social search engine marketing, TV, radio, whatever you do that brings you more business, that's drawn from the marketing budget. So conservatively, we use the number of $1,500 per month, and if you multiply that times your 30 alliance members, that means that your alliance is spending roughly $45,000 per month in advertising. And now that you're in that alliance, you get to benefit from that $45,000 in an ad budget, and you only pay $159 a month. That right there is how you use leverage. That's how you keep your ad in front of your local customer pool. Cost sharing. This is, direct mail share. The leverage there is probably the most compelling, because direct mail is the old dinosaur, right? It's one of the first forms of advertising that everyone knows, but it's not going away. It's just not. And now, as expensive as it is, it's perfect time for you to take advantage as a small business of a group share like this alliance, because you can actually get in there and get lots and lots of coverage and beat out other people that can't afford it. And as long as homeowners are looking at the ads before they put it in the trash, it's going to work, because you can't focus on being at the right place at the right time, because you just don't know when that's going to be. We focus on timing and consistency. You never know when the right timing is going to be for the homeowner to need your service, but you can control the consistency of how often you put that ad in front of the homeowner. And so you're going to receive 10,000 professionally designed, printed, and mailed to 10,000 homes every single month. Now, we've done market research, and the cheapest thing that we could find anywhere was for another shared piece like this with your ad, it would be between $1,800 and $3,000. Now, that is if you went by yourself. A shared ad, was only around $375 per month. But $375 is expensive for a shared ad, and you can't change your ad every single month like you can with us. The cool thing about being able to change your ad is we all know as advertising and marketing professionals that advertising gets stale. If you're driving down the interstate and you look up and see a billboard, you notice it, right? Well, the advertising just worked. But after about 2 months or so, you've seen that billboard. You've been down that road multiple times, right? And so it doesn't stick out anymore. It's camouflage, because that's how our brains work. And so we have to continuously change that ad, and we allow you to change it every month if you like with us, because we don't print like they do. Generally, they print 6 months worth at a time so they can save a little money there. We don't do that. We print every single month, and we suggest that you change your ad every 2 to 3 months. So lastly, right here, prospect sharing and the leverage there. Prospect sharing is what we designed through SPIN, the SPIN marketing system. SPIN is sharing prospects influencing networks. And the best way to explain this, I think, is ask yourself, have you ever bought a list where you're going to send out an offer or reach out to a list of qualified prospects? I want a list of homeowners that make this amount of income, that are married, and that have kids. Okay, I have 1,000. Great. Now that is $1,500. You pay the $1,500. You get the list. Then our question is, who else in your alliance has also done the same thing? At least half of your alliance members have done that. And so if business A and business C is buying a list, that's money that's wasted. And that money could be, I mean, that is prospect sharing. We should be sharing that information, right? Those are prospects that I already have. I can share them with you. In the worst case scenario, let's split the cost at $750 a piece. And so the alliance, because of the nature of how it's built, it allows us to prospect share on an ongoing basis. So what if there's not an alliance near me yet? Can we start a new alliance? Absolutely. All you have to do at the very top of the page, I'll scroll up here. You can see register button right here. Click there, and it's going to give you a 2-minute application to fill out, ask you a couple questions on there. And if you don't have an alliance there, that's okay. You go ahead and fill it out. Let us know where you're at. You will go to the top of our list, and our recruiting team will start building an alliance around you so that you can start benefiting from your own alliance and start getting tons and tons of customers your way. How much are the annual dues, and what does that cover? So the dues are $299 per month. But because of the nature of how each alliance is more successful if they have a good, strong group that works together and stays together, we drop the price to $159 a month to make it even more affordable for everyone, just asking that you commit to a 12-month commitment. Most small businesses will be here for 3 or 4 years and have absolutely no reason to move on. I have been asked, well, what happens? I don't like doing the contracts, the long-term contracts. Most customers don't like doing long-term contracts, right? We all have that kind of animosity towards that. So what I would say, and this is how we handle it, for some reason, in month 5, month 6, something comes up you didn't expect, you got to move out of state, whatever the reason is, and you're out. The question is, are we going to charge you for the remaining 6 months? So what we say is, let your marketing manager know. Every alliance has their own marketing manager. Let your marketing manager know, and they will start recruiting for your position. All right. If you find a replacement, great. If they find a replacement, great. As soon as there's a replacement, then everything moves to the new alliance member, and you're not charged anything. So there's absolutely no issue there. But keep in mind, if you have some sort of concern about joining the alliance, you're probably not the right person for the alliance. I'm just going to be upfront with you, because every alliance only allows one category, right, per alliance. And so that alliance deserves someone who's committed, someone who joins with both feet in rather than one foot in and 1 foot out, so to speak, right? It's about what can you bring to the table, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. We want people that submit, that bring value, opposed to those who just pull value out. We don't want any takers. What do the dues cover? So you're going to get your ad mailed to 10,000 homes every single month. You're going to get daily social media postings. You'll also have the ability for prearranged ad share opportunities. This is very cool. We call them mini alliances. Let's say that you have a business of, let me just give you an example. Let's say it's a credit repair specialist, a mortgage lender, as well as a real estate agent. That's a perfect mini alliance for them to get together and say, hey, we want to do our own email campaign over and above what SCA does for you. Because of the nature of the relationship of SCA and you guys having that alliance built, you can do anything and everything that you come up with, be as creative as possible to get more customers. And so you can have a mini alliance of 2, 3, 4, 5, however many people you want, and do any type of additional marketing stuff that you come up with. Monthly email marketing campaigns, we talked about that. You'll also receive that. We do all the email marketing for you. Traditional referrals and personal introductions, that's going to come by default. So you understand you're going to get plenty of referrals. Spin is sharing prospects, influencing networks. That's the system that we use for you in every single alliance. MyHomeAlliance.com, you're going to get your own microsite, and what that looks like, it'll have your photo, the title, your business and your title, what you do there, your contact information, phone number, email address, Facebook, your own social media pages if you have a business page. You can put all that there. When somebody goes on to Google, Bing, or Yahoo and they search for a home inspector, Southwest Fort Worth, Texas, well, Google then crawls for specific relevant information. Your microsite page will come up in that search process and just deliver you more leads, more leads instantly. And then we also have that form to collect your information of that prospect. Not to get into the Perks for Heroes program too much right now, but it is another really cool program that you don't have to pay for just for being in part of a Spin City Alliance. Perks for Heroes program, in a nutshell, is it is a fundraising program for schools and churches to raise money. In trade, they will promote your service business, right? Advertising, you get free advertising. The schools and the churches send your ads home to the parents and home to the congregations of the church. In return, if someone purchases from you your service, you get a new customer for that, then the business owner then donates $25 to that classroom or that church. So it's a win-win for everybody, and it's a really good way to get in front of the hub of your community as the preferred business professional or service business professional in that community. So what are some things that I can expect from my alliance? Well, we've gone over, I think, a lot of them already, but the most important is that you're going to have an average of 30 local trusted business relationships, people that are your allies working, that have a vested interest, right, and easily and aggressively helping promote your business. Unlike the other networking groups, no one has a vested interest in promoting your business. They have a vested interest in trying to send you a referral because they hope that you'll send them a referral. But that's not a vested interest in aggressively promoting you. There's a difference. And so the way we set it up is we help you create the compelling offer. We proactively send out flyers to 10,000 homes. We proactively do your social media promoting every single day, and we proactively send out your ad in email campaigns from all the customers that have transacted with anyone in your alliance. There's a list right here of a few different share topics that we just covered. Let's see, I think everything but the alliance share we didn't cover. The alliance share is something that if you have an alliance in Albuquerque and another alliance in, say, Denver, Colorado, and you're the home inspector, then you guys will have an open forum, an open communication forum to be able to share best practices from your alliance with your own specific offers for a home inspector or for whatever category that you do. So you share best practices from alliance to alliance, which is very cool because the way it's set up with Spin City Alliance here is you're not going to compete if you're in Albuquerque with someone in Colorado, right? Every service business handles customers on a local basis. How many people are in each alliance? We covered that, 20 to 37, probably 40 in the next couple of months. We'll have 40 categories, but an average of about 30. Only one member represents each category. No one competes, but we all serve the same customer, which is the homeowner. And to reserve your category, you must fill out the application at the top of the page, register, and then to have your category reserved, you must make your first payment. Make the first payment, even if it takes another 6-7 weeks to fill that alliance, you're not going to be charged anything. Your first payment that you make will cover your first social media month, your first mailing distribution. It covers the alliance month, everything it takes care of on that first payment. So if you don't have an alliance that is in operation, but it's taking applications. I suggest you go ahead and go on there and fill out your application. Let us know. If there's not one that's being recruited for right now, we'll help you recruit for that as well. If you are a leader, let me just say this right now. If you're a leader and your alliance needs you, there are lots and lots of trade businesses we have the categories that are listed, lots of people that are good at what they do, but they're not marketing leaders. They don't know a lot about sales and marketing and advertising. That's where you come in. This is a calling for you to be able to help your ally. And so if you're a leader, we need you. Your alliance needs you. And this is a great opportunity for you to also be well known because everyone knows who leads the alliance. There's a president, vice president, membership director, as well as in some cases, some alliances will have a training director. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Oh yes, every category must be approved through the local alliance board of directors. We set the board of directors in the beginning for the alliance, and then after the first year, it's up to the alliance members to vote on whether to allow new leadership to come in or to keep the same leadership, depending on how they perform for the group. It's very, very cool there because it gives everybody the best chance to win. What is the criteria to join? In the last question, how do I join an active home alliance? Well, that's pretty simple. Your alliance category must be open first and foremost. If it's not, I suggest you go to and find an alliance that's close to that one and see if that category is open. If so, fill out the registration for that one and move forward there. But once you fill out your application, we're going to review your application. Let's say that there are 3 different businesses that are trying to come into the same category. Your alliance board of directors is going to review all 3 of those, and they're probably going to choose the business that can bring the most to the table. Well, what does that mean? Well, on your application, that gives you a chance to list that out. So if you've been in business for 5 years and you've got 800 customers, 500 customers, that is a lot of value. That's something we can all benefit from instantly. If you've got a major social media following, you've got 1,000 people, that is a very big piece of value that we can all benefit from. Maybe you're a great leader, you're a marketing guru, maybe you're well known and well respected. Those are things that people can benefit from, and make sure that you put that on your application. You got to provide us with at least 3 happy customers or business referrals. Okay? If you can do that, you're good to go. You have to agree to abide by the member policies and bylaws of SCA. And then lastly, it has to be really important to you, right? You've got to have a strong desire to build and grow your small business. You don't have to have the desire to grow somebody else's business, but you got to have the desire to grow yours. Because at the end of the day, we're only there to be able to bring in more customers. And if you're not doing your part, then you're a taker, and you're not doing anything to move the group forward. After a couple of years of being part of the alliance, can you imagine how many customers that you're all going to share? It's like a domino effect. So if you have a question about anything we talked about today, drop me a line, info@spincityalliance.com. My name is Rod Turman. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you in one of our alliances. Have a great day.